해볼까요? 아, 놀라셨나요? 제가 좀 해요.
봉인을 해줘서 고맙고 이것이 대충 해내요. 물건은 내가 가져가도록 하지.
디스트로이어, 나에게 힘을!
Hello, and welcome to another Elsword dungeon run video. Today will be the first day I will be doing commentary on the well, not the first time I've done commentary for dungeon run videos. I did a series a long time ago where there was some light commentary in the background, but this is my first time doing it for these types of dungeon run videos, the newer ones that I've been putting out that people have been enjoying. The topic of today's video is going to be the perfect run type challenge that I've come up with. It is essentially a way to get across my ideas on how a character should be played, or one of the ways a character can be approached for playing in a, I want to say, beginner level to advanced, I guess, to give you some ideas of how the characters interact with certain stages and give you some ideas of what skills you can take and positionings and things like that. So the crux of this challenge is going to be, we can't get hit, so it's a no damage run. No potions are going to be used, so we're going to be using the entirety of what our character has to offer to make sure that we don't take any damage and we're still outputting at a relatively decent pace, depending on what's going on. And we're going to be going for our item level, not combat power, but item level, which is basically your combat power. If you didn't know this, combat power is completely unrelated to your actual power output or your strength level. Your item level should be in a moderate range to the content that you're doing. So right now I'm running heroic gear, and at the time heroic was introduced, Reynaldy was endgame. So it seems like it would be appropriate to use in this dungeon. I know that my weapon is +10, which is abnormal for any normal player to have at this point, but the actual power output of a +9 and a +10, if you didn't know or weren't playing at the time, Heroics had a free +9 quest, just like the SDs. But essentially, when Heroics got shut down from giving out gear, they moved over the +9 amulet quest to the SD dungeons. So you would still be using a +9 weapon, and so the damage discrepancy between a +9 and a +10 for this dungeon in particular isn't so great that I feel like I'd be cheating or anything like that. In the future, I may bump it down to like a +9, but I was kind of recording this haphazardly, trying to get so many things done, so we'll see if I like change up the rules, or if I feel like people watching or me myself that this is not fair or kind of lining up with the rules I've already set down. But yeah, so 3 rules: can't get hit, item level should be around in range, not necessarily minimum item level, that would probably be another challenge of mine, but relatively decently, you know, balanced item level for the content that you're doing. And we are not using any items, so this also goes in line with the no consumable, I guess the logical conclusion of how far we can take that challenge, a secondary challenge if you will. Alright, so let's get into the run. So we're taking bombing artillery and using it just to clear out this first section of the Water Dragon Sanctum. It's relatively painless to do if you have a character with a really nice linear clear. Bombing artillery would be that for me. Low cooldown, refunds a lot of mana. It's really nice. A lot of people have issues with the enemies in this dungeon, in particular the freak defenders and the freak beast. They have lots of super armor and they're really scary to engage. If you overextend, yes, and if you don't understand how to abuse their openings, they can, you know, bully you quite nicely, and it's not very fun, especially when you also get kind of tag teamed by the freak leeches that can snipe you from relatively decent range. I've died to them quite a couple times running this dungeon. And the freak beasts in particular, if you're not paying attention to their aggro range, they aggro onto you and then they do a light speed super armor dash at you, which you can easily avoid by just walking or running backwards and jumping over them. Same kind of goes for the defenders. They'll try to, once you get into aggro range, they'll start doing one of 3 attack animations. See, he's doing that 3 strike charge attack. You just kind of walk away from it, or you can directly jump over it if your character has a really good jump, if you have really good jump speed and you have really good control. And so yeah, it's just gonna be me using a lot of bombing artillery to like just clear out the trash, which is what you should be doing if you're running this dungeon. And a lot of mobile artillery siege usage so that we can save up on mana. And I also took the actives Magnum Shot and Elastic Bomb Grenade just to like if you had attributes, they're really good for attribute proccing because they have so many multi-hits and each one counts as a chance to proc something. So I used to run Dark on my weapon. I need to change that at some point. And I would use Magnum Shot and Elastic Bomb and they would basically refund themselves more often than not with Dark 3. That was nice. I also have Carpet Bombing mod. I kind of just left it on there. I don't think I ever actually pressed the button. I just think it's kind of funny. Mostly because for this dungeon in particular, I like to use normal carpet. It was just kind of there as window dressing. I never really planned on using it. But it's there. I would use normal for the weird... I think I explained this in one of the videos somebody asked me. Also, that Guardian, or the Fender got really close to hitting me. Pretty scary. So yeah, you aggro the freak beasts, they dash at you, you run away. And then they're in a state where you can hit stun them indefinitely until they kill you. You can just take them out. Really big deal. Freak defenders doing his charge of attack, all you have to do is move out of his range and take care of him like that. Or re-engage, but if you re-engage with like a melee character, he may go into his 3-hit combo again, and then, you know, jump over him or walk away until he gives you an opening. And this Water Dragon Sanctum has this really annoying last room bug, glitch feature, whatever you want to call it, where a freak beast will teleport or spawn at the very end, and you have to kind of walk over there to take it. Kind of annoying. That's not really a big deal. Alright, boss fight time. The Skin Splitter is a relatively easy boss. If you have really good iframe moves, like I have used Canning Strike by using that move. Oh, and that overhead slam, I did something really bad there. I could have gotten hit. The hitbox on that move is actually really close to his back and not his front. It's really strange. So me crossing over was not a good thing there. And then he used his, oh, let's call it Dimensional Void Array Laser, I guess. Just use, you know, Cannon Strike to iframe through it. Its ability frames are really nice versus him because his hitboxes don't really last all that long. So just a quick iframe through and he's going to be down. Not really doing much to really end the fight off because I'm really enjoying the ergonomic interactions of some of the skills and how satisfying they feel, instead of just nuking him off the face of the earth, and also to show off a little bit of the fight. And there it is. Challenge run done. Skizmly is dead. SS rank, 5-minute run. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and tell me how you like this, I guess, challenge run type. I don't really know what I'm gonna end up calling these, but yeah, let me know how you like this. There's also gonna be a non-challenge run version of this. I should have said this at the beginning of the video, but there's gonna be a non-challenge run version of this if you just wanna, you know, watch it normally like the other videos, and if you dig having commentary over it as well. So that's all. I will see you guys for the next videos that are coming out, and that's all for now. See you guys later.